Futures Past, the Chucky Chronicles. Welcome back to Futures Past. Today we are looking at actual footage from the 2011 Hauppauge doll show. See all those dolls on the tables? For a collector, it is heaven. For my mother, who I miss dearly, it was a horror movie marathon. She stood in the middle of this room and said, "It is a room full of Chuckies." The irony is, as a kid, I hated dolls. If someone gave me a baby doll, I would cry and give it away. When my mom asked what I wanted for Christmas, I did not ask for a Barbie. I asked for King Kong and Godzilla. She got me a Godzilla that breathed fire when you pressed the button on his back, and a King Kong that came with a skyscraper. He looked devilish and scary, and I loved him. When people came over and asked what I got for Christmas, I would point to the corner at my monsters while other girls were playing house. I even had a doll carriage, but I remember thinking, what the hell am I supposed to do with this? So I grabbed my favorite Chewbacca doll, tucked him in, and pushed that carriage down the block. A sweet old lady asked to see my baby. I lifted the blanket. She saw a Wookiee staring back, and she screamed and ran for her life. Later, at 5, I got a life-size doll that I swore was blinking at me. I gave it to my best friend. We are 52 now, and she called me the next day saying it came alive, and she threw it in the trash. So how did I get here? Fast forward 30 years. I was watching a live auction and saw a German doll dressed in beautiful, original antique clothes from the 1800s. I did not even want the doll. I loved the clothes. I loved the history. I bid, I lost, and I cried. That is when I was sweating my buns off and the Chucky collecting bug bit me for good. To get to this show, I pulled off a miracle. I saw a French fashion doll at 2 in the morning for $750. I woke up my 80-year-old father, a man who says my house looks like an episode of Sanford and Son. He thinks my antiques are garbage, but he sent the payment. I had 7 days to pay him back. I spent that week running around like a chicken without a head, frantically selling everything on eBay just to pay back the loan. I did it in 7 days, and that doll was eventually appraised for $5,000 by Jan Folk. Back at the Hilton, my kids were whining because they hate antiques. I am sweating with a panic attack, hauling 8 Chuckies in giant bins on a 4-wheeled dolly, and my mom is rolling her eyes. But when the judges walked up, I swept the floor. My French fashion doll took first prize and judge's choice. My Kestner took first prize. My German doll took second. And my other French doll took third. Suddenly, News 12 has a camera in my face, and my mom realized her daughter was a champion. To the trolls who say I waste their time, I am glad I wasted 10 minutes you will never get back. My husband says when I die, he is renting a dumpster for my junk. He says, "Show me the money." Well, I found an antique journal for $25, sold it for $5,900, and paid for our daughter's college. She flunked out and wasted the money. But that is not the antique's fault. My Chuckies do not talk back, they do not wet their diapers, and they do not flunk out of school. They just sit there looking sparkly and winning ribbons. Stay hunting, and do not ever sell for peanuts.